Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Phillies offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
In college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate, it was just incomplete.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. on the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with the option. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Smith catches left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll try and run right on the option. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Hurts. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call by the defense, rolling out the nickel package for a big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
So a couple of field goals now. 6-0 our score as the kicks are away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Let's take it inside his own 40. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And their two drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting sixes on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. Second and 10. Hurts going to take this himself. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they'll begin by running the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Jordan Stout now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. A gain of 3, second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 7. Back to throw here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Hey, let's go. Playmaker, step up like that.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Get him going, baby. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
He'll look to throw, and he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for Philadelphia. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start by running the option to the right. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Jackson going to keep it running right. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production makes they don't want to be in 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be taken at the 13. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Patrick Queen came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Swift going to try up the middle. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
They're bringing a spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This to make it a 3-score game late. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should.
This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a poacher's chance.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And out now come the Eagles. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll set up to throw. Smith can't. And he coughed it up. And the Ravens have got it.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The drive will start with an option going left. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Holding, offense.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays here, passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there, and that'll bring up second down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Cook now off the read option. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything. But in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You've got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball because keeping it on the ground, just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And he's got it. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Now Jackson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert, and then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Once again, it's Swift. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Hurts, he's going to keep this on the option. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback, able to hold on though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on, as you said. Furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.